Yeah, all right. Should be okay. All right. This is Brother Anthony. This is War Daddy. This is the War Daddy channel on YouTube. Please hit the bell notification, like the video, and subscribe. You can like it already. This video is about goodbye, Granville County. Goodbye, Granville County. I heard on TV today, this is October 13th. I guess this is Prime Day. October 13th. And I heard on the news, I guess last night, yesterday evening, that Granville County is opening up the schools for in school learning. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem. If it was in the charter schools in Granville County, they're probably going to be okay because they got money. Okay. Money is the great divider. You got to remember that. And remember, the planet, on the whole planet, from 1990 to now, 60%, well, maybe last year, year before, 60% of the world's wealth, 60% of the world's wealth went to 1%, 1% of the world's population. You got to hear that. Because if we get that wealth, they say 30% of that wealth back from those folk, life on this planet will change completely. Because on this planet, instead of looking out for each other and making sure everybody can eat and live and have fresh water, clean air, and food, we let the ones who are the strongest or got the most guns or knives or sticks or rocks beat the ones up who don't have those and then take their wealth or just get rid of it. And that's part of what's going on today. The wealthy are getting rid of the non-essential workers. I'm not kidding. You say, oh, that's they are getting rid of the non-essential workers because of the robotics are coming in. Not only robotics, I mean, you just got too many people doing nothing. You got people who aren't productive. You got tons of people not being productive. And because the world is set up on capitalism and money, then they deem non-essentials need to go. So that's one of the reasons why I say we need to get that wealth back from that 1%, because as long as they got that wealth, they're going to have power and control and dominate. And what you ought to understand, there's something called persuasive marketing, which is so influential, it can dictate and determine your your decisions, period. Any decisions, whether it's purchase decisions, whether I want to have a baby or not, whether I want to buy it, whatever. Okay. It's that bad. And I know you don't believe me, and I know you won't do your research, but you are being impacted by this persuasive marketing every day. You need to go see the videos. They'll explain it. The documentaries. Take time, stop being entertained, and watch some documentaries. Okay, Granville County. This is the issue here. Governor Cooper, Roy Cooper, good job. Good job. Josh Stein, good job. Cunningham, don't quit. Keep on going. I've already voted for you like many others. Okay? You're human, just like everybody else. Every man. They say they don't lust, but they do, period. All right. And the sad thing is, where's my phone? I can pick my phone up and hit 3 or 4 buttons, and I can see a naked lady right there. That's a shame. Anyway, I'll leave Cunningham alone. But women are treacherous. Remember that, men and other women, because they're treacherous to you too. Remember that. All right, Granville County. What am I saying? 6 weeks ago, I went to Franklinton. Okay, I live in Henderson, rural, Bobbitt community. Franklinton is like 16 miles from here. It's another small town, smaller than Henderson. And then there's yes, all in Henderson. So I went to Franklinton to a Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, one of those stores, and the clerk, a white female, 20 something, young, 21, 22, something like that, terrified. She was, this is like 6 weeks ago, terrified. Why was she terrified? I said, I was, talking to her because I could see was something wrong with her. She said, oh, I'm just scared to death. People coming here with masks on, without masks on. They're talking to me, getting all close up. And I got a child at home. I'm worried. I don't know what to do. I mean, I got to have a job, but, and then Trump is holding up that money. And that's going to lose him the election. So, and that's why I put up the videos that Trump is saved, because that's his last resort is to say, I'm saved. Anyway, okay, Granville County. So I went to Franklinton, 16 miles from here. This lady is terrified. She tells me, I heard that Henderson Walmart, 16 miles away, was bad with COVID-19. Their people. But she told me that she and her folk will not go to the Oxford Walmart, which is 7 miles from here, because so many, 28 some folk had COVID and they were in there working. And I'm like, what? She said, yeah. She said, I know people there who are working and they know that these people got COVID and they still come to work. Now, people with COVID going to work, that's happening in manufacturing too. Okay. I'm not going to share about that now, but yeah, it's happening. So people are going to work with COVID and people are going to go to school with COVID and they're going to take their stuff home and get old people sick, young people sick. People are going to get sick and die. So it's not funny, but you have elected this man who has done this to this country. You have. Right. But it's the sin of the nation coming to bear upon the nation. That's what's going on. So Granville County is opening up the schools. Awful thing to do because there are people who got COVID. In fact, I'm about to start wearing a mask when people come into this house because, see, I'm very isolated. Not much exposure at all. Not at all. Because, you see, when I open up my window, I try to open up the doors to get fresh air in here because I got a stinky couch. Fresh air in here. But when I do, a fine silt comes in. A fine silt. This is not pollen. It's a fine silt, like dirt. And also, it's bringing these teeny tiny little nets, or I don't know what they are, but I know what they turn into. They're small. I can't even see them. They come with the wind. And that's what you need to know. There's stuff coming with the wind. When you get a heavy rain like we've had the last 3 or 4 days, that's great because it cleans stuff out of the air. There's a fine silk that's flying in the air, and there's tiny little bugs. And this is the reason why I know this, what I'm about to tell you. Where I live now, there are bushes, baby's breath, and some other hedge bush. Those hedge bushes are ate up with larvae of stink bugs and ladybugs. More ladybugs than stink bugs, but so many such that in the spring when they hatch, you can't see them with your naked eye when you look. But if the sun at the right angle, because this house is at a certain angle, and I have this special, I can see them. It lights up, and it's like a whole cloud of them, but you can't see them until the light hits them a certain way. So I'm saying there's fine dust particles and there's little bugs, and they come in. So I open the door, they come in and hit the kitchen wall. The wind does and move on. I'm believing those little things are getting caught up in the cobwebs or whatever on the ceiling, and they metamorphosize into little worms. And then those little worms, after a few days, metamorphosize into moths. I was shocked. I'm like, wow, look at this. So the issue is those little type things are in the air and you inhale them, the little bugs, you inhale them. And the reason why I know is because before I could see those ladybugs and stink bug little nets, I would walk by the hedge and inhale, and I would get all this crap. And I didn't know what it was, but it was those little bugs. So what I'm saying is be aware of what's going on around you in the air. COVID-19. You should be at home learning. People of color, I know you working and you can't have the kids at home because it's dangerous and all that kind of stuff, but your technology is king. And if your kids are up on technology and are not up on getting their stuff, motivating themselves to get their stuff, because that's a part of what this is for a child, a person to motivate themselves to want to learn and excel. Okay, because what's happening is, and this is, wow, I'm getting this right now. Society, or that 1%, they don't want your kids to do what I just said, to be motivated, to want it. They are spoon feeding the children at school. They're spoon feeding, just like they spoon feed you on TV. TV spoon feeds you garbage. TV, garbage. They feed you garbage. You don't have to take the garbage. You can go get watch the documentaries and informative information stuff, okay, media, and that way you'll learn something and excel. But the children need to, one, learn the technology, negotiate the technology. It ain't not easy. Two, be motivated. Now, safety is an issue, but they need to be motivated. They need self-motivation. They need to get motivated. And that's a big issue. And so when you said go to school, I know the psychologist saying, when you get information from people, this is what you want to think. How much money are they getting paid? How much money are they getting paid? And who is paying them? Who is paying them? Okay? Because when you pay people, you can get them to do and say anything you want them to do. If you're threatening their loved ones, you can get them to do and say anything you want them to do. And that's a fact of life. It's historic. Throughout human civilization, this is a fact. Just like violence is a fact. Violence moves things, changes things. Violence does. And violence, I don't even say that lie. All right, look at this. You see these two little things right here? Alcohol. Rub your hands with. This stuff stinks. They stink. They're poisonous. They're toxic. And they're still on the market. They introduced this when they were speeding everything up. Vaccines. Not vaccines. Yeah, well, I was going to get to vaccines. But yeah, vaccines. Same thing. They're rushing stuff through. The same thing. This is poison. Same thing. They're rushing vaccines through. There was another thing before the vaccine that they're doing. Oh, COVID test. That's another crapshoot or paladong. These COVID tests, remember, they got all kind of COVID tests. Some that is 100% correct, it's going to cost you money, and presidents and mayors and folk like that get them, and nobody down here going to get that. Nobody, but maybe some wealthy people who lie, steal, and chill, who lie, cheat, and steal. Right. So you got the 100% test, 80% test, 50% test, correct. 30% correct, 10% correct. And those tests are out there, just like this stuff is. So you got this stuff, masks, vaccines, and tests. Bogus. Now, YouTube, you want to say, oh, you can't say it. It's the truth, YouTube. The truth. Try to figure out what the truth is. And like I did in your survey, hire some more people to review those videos that's coming in. You got all kind of nastiness up there. I'm going to talk about it. Not today. Sometime in the future. All right. So that's about it for today. No, not for today, for this video. How long is it? I don't know. All right. So Granville County, don't send those kids. This is what's going to happen. You're going to send them in there, and after a week or two, definitely on the second week, people are going to be showing up with COVID. Then you're going to have to shut parts of it down. The next week, more COVID. The next week, more COVID. And close it down, and that's what's going to happen. That's prophecy. All right, so remember, You need to stay home, learn technology. Get out of the entertainment crap, learn technology, because that's the way it is from this point forward. Quantum super AI is dominating, and it's dominating right now, and you can't even see it. And that's before the extreme domination, which is coming. All right. So learn technology, be safe at home, and motivate yourself. Be motivated. Be motivated. And that's about it. God bless you. I love you. Have a wonderful day in the Lord Jesus Christ. If you're not saved, get saved. Festival of Lights. Festival of Lights is coming. Day of Atonement, Hanukkah, Festival of Lights. God bless you. I love you. Have a wonderful day.